on weekdays. Stewardship with SNB, a new trajectory to broadcast journalism. Join us.
Hello, welcome everyone to the program Stewardship with SNB, live from the studios of Rstv here in Port Harcourt. This program is viewed all over the world via our social media handles such as YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. We are also on GoTV channel 142 and Start Time channel 113. Our telephone lines will be displayed or your TV set to join the conversation when the time comes. I am Solomon Nelson Braid. Today we're going to talk about the state of the nation with focus on River State. Of course, a lot is happening in River State. 5th October is around the corner. Local government polls, all stakeholders are preparing to participate in that election. Again, the Dangote oil is also there, is the talk of the town. It has come on stream, but it's actually brought the needed reprieve, to Nigerians who have been suffering under the heavy weight of fuel hike. Of course, the political crisis in River State has also given birth to different alliances from different quarters. One of such alliances is, of course, the Ogoni People's Conference, geared towards unseating the governor that is much loved by Rivers people. Will that come to pass? We'll get to find out all of these details when we return from this short break. Stay with us. Stewardship with SNB.
Stewardship with SNB. It's probing.
You want to kill, you want to bury. What is it all about?
Beckoning on you occupying that public office to give account of your stewardship.
To be that quiet, he's the executive governor of this state and he's the leader and head of our party.
Politics on the menu.
I don't know what will happen. The governor leads, whatever directive he brings, I will follow.
What about the surprises?
Action that I've accepted to follow will be taken for my witness. I will surprise them.
Watch Stewardship at 12:30 p.m. on weekdays. Stewardship with SNB, a new trajectory to broadcast journalism. Join us.
Stewardship with SNB. Well, you're welcome back to Stewardship with SNB. While the governor of River State is concentrating on how he can bring the dividends of democracy to the doorsteps of every Rivers man, some persons are beginning to form alliances to unseat him come 2027. Is that what the people are actually asking for? The FCT minister, former governor of River State, also give credence to that alliance of the Ogoni People's Conference. Take a listen to him when he granted an interview on Channels TV.
How do you settle it?
I do settle what?
Because if the Ogoni and the Ogoni people are clamoring,
they have a right, and the Igbos have a right to make a statement they have made. Whether it will be materialized or not is a totally different thing. We have a political team, we have a political family who will sit down. Listen, this thing you have said, I will agree you have a right. Let's look at it. Is it workable? Is it not workable? Do you understand me? But to say they have no right to say what they said is totally out of place. I will not be a part of that.
Minister, if push comes to shove, right?
Yes.
Would you side with Governor Sim Fubara?
To do what?
If to settle this cause?
What is it?
Okay, that's the former governor of the state. It didn't end there. There was a witty repartee between Shemoke Balaye of Channels TV and the FCT minister when he put a question to him if he will still support Governor Fubara in his sojourn as the governor of the state in 2027. Listen to the witty repartee.
Would you be on the side of Governor? Considering that you were the one who raised his hand up.
Don't use that word. I will never support Fubara in my political life again.
Why?
No, I won't do that. Anybody knows me.
He's your political godson.
No, please, sir, I will not do that. I'm not. You see, that's why people should know me. I'm not the man who deals with left. I won't do that. Anybody knows that, and I cannot sit.
What did he do to you?
No, it's not about me. People labored to put up a structure. People labored where you wouldn't have even taken the 50th position. People labored. I sacrificed to talk to the Ogonis. I sacrificed to talk to several people. Let us go this way. Let's see how things are. You turned it that I'm asking for 20 billion, 100 billion. Look at what people like doing.
Is that the case? Is that true?
But that's what I'm saying. You turned up lies against me. Against me. I brought you up, put you here, push you here. Turned to be, we can survive.
So in all of these, Rivers people are still on the side of the governor because they're comfortable with his style of governance. So many have described it as one that has a peaceful disposition. Others have said that he should always be attacking, not defending. But he has chosen to defend, always, not attacking, because he respects the sanctity of leadership and life. Well, joining me live in the studio is no other person than the Commissioner for Information and Communication, Rivers State, Rstv, Joe Johnson. Honorable Commissioner, welcome to our program.
Good afternoon, Rivers people.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Solomon.
Yes, we'll come back to all of these things that we saw play out earlier on. But first, let's begin with the October 5 election. The party that brought the governor, Sim Fobara, to the position of governor, about 19 days to the election, has not shown any sign of participating in the October 5 election. What does this statement mean? What does it mean?
Well, I want to think that party is a special vehicle. And if you're on a journey and the vehicle you boarded from takeoff point breaks down on the road, you can get another bus. So the Governor Siminala Ifoba is not contesting election on the 5th of October. He's not contesting election. The election will come in 2027. Those who are contesting are also walking around trying to see how, if 18 political parties that are recognized by our laws too are not participating, the other 16 should be able to do it, and they are Rivers people by extension, so they will know how to go about it. RISEC is on top of the matter and trying to deal with it according to our laws.
The governor has also said he's leaving the PDP, which is the party that brought him to power.
He didn't say.
And one expects that he and his supporters will also be with the PDP in the forthcoming local election. We're asking, what does this really mean when the PDP is silent in the forthcoming election? That's the
things are happening at dizzying speed in PDP. The governor is the vice chairman of the Governors Forum.
Correct.
The governor is a party member. There are behind the scene discussions trying to see how to work around it. You recall that the Nigeria Governors Forum made a statement. NWC had said something, but the neck of the party, which will ratify, and recently, I think it was last night, I heard from the spokesperson of the party, Ologunaba, and he categorically stated that the issue that took place, or the development of the congresses, the different world congresses, that the matter had not been resolved. Perhaps, if you know how politics work, if you have done a little bit introspection as to when Awuse and Abule, the change that took place that brought out the judge was less than 48 hours. So anything can still happen. We have more than 3 weeks ahead for that election, so let's be a little bit patient with that.
Okay. One more question on the October 5 election. You said here that if the vehicle you're traveling with breaks down on the road, you can take another bus or something.
Or stay back. You can also stay and wait for the vehicle to be repaired.
Are the governor's supporters considering another political bus that will convey them to your destination?
I wouldn't say so. I want to believe that something good can still come out of PDP. I want to believe strongly.
Okay.
Like I said in my illustration, I said, if you recall the days of Awuse and Abule, when they were both disqualified, Ada George and I think Dikibo were thrown up, and we had a government headed by Chief Rufus Ada George. Now we're in a cul-de-sac as a political party. We hope that in the shortest possible time, something good can come out of it. If it does not happen, as I would naturally talk as a human being, I don't have the clairvoyance to know which direction or which party, but arrangements are on across all the parties that have indicated interest. Don't forget that up to the time the State High Court they gave judgment on Emeka Beke, APC said they were not going to be part of it. But you may be surprised to hear that APC on the side of Emeka Beke, which is the legally recognized one.
They'll be on the ballot.
They'll be on the ballot. So anything can change.
Yes. Okay, interesting. All right, earlier on we watched the former governor of Rivers State and now FCT minister. He was ruining his choice of governor and of course also swearing not to ever support Governor Fubara in the future. Do you see Wike stopping at withdrawing his support for Governor Fubara, or he will go ahead to destroy his political career?
Election into the office of the governor in 2027 is still far. We're just in 2024. There's nothing that the former governor said that is new. There's nothing that he said. I watched that program on Channel Rstv. There was nothing new. Was he supporting Governor Fubara in the last 6 months? The answer is not to Rivers people. Whether Governor Fubara will become governor and have a second tenure is in the hands of God. There's no man that can claim it all. Do you understand what I mean? Governor Fubara will become governor if Rivers people so support him in 2027. He will have a return. It is in the hands of Rivers people. It's not in the hands of one man. And of course, above all, God is one that gives power.
Okay, the Ogonis and Oyibo people in Wike's camp are now saying that it is their turn to be governor of Rivers State, maybe in 2027, to preside over the affairs of the country. What are the implications of their demand, as you know?
No implication. When Governor Fubara ran, Senator Magnus Abe also ran. Quite a lot of Ogoni people, quite a number of them voted for Governor Fubara. It's not also the entire Opobo that also voted for Governor Fubara. So people are free to express their opinions. The Ogonis have a right to agitate or contest election as governor. Magnus had run. I recall that Kemtegi Adam ran. It has never been one straight jacket where if an Opobo man is running and the entire Opobo people will run or give him support. So the Ogonis are free. They are free to aspire. But the actualization of it is in the hands of God.
So before 1999, what was obtainable was upland and riverine dichotomy.
Yes.
You know, that's where the governor was chosen.
Yes.
What's the preferred format for to choose a governor in this administration?
It has always been upland riverine. It's not on a senatorial basis. When Odili ran, he took Gabriel Tobi. Odili is an uplander. Gabriel Tobi is a riverine man. When Celestino Meya came, it was the same telecrew that Amechi eventually inherited when the Supreme Court spoke. So when Governor Fubara also came, he took an Ndoni person. An Obebe Mandoni person, Onelga person, yeah. Professor Ngozi Odu. So I would expect that until the riverine communities, until the tenure is over, it should not be taken away from the riverine because it's not based on senatorial zone dispensation. It is riverine upland dichotomy.
Okay, now what do you think will be the difference between the forthcoming, the October 5 local government elections and the ones before? Would there be any difference?
No, it will be a full contest. People will contest the October 5 election. You recall that when my friend Tony Okocha spoke, He said he used to write the results in government house. That's not what we're going to do.
That was his fear for withdrawing initially.
Well, that is fear is far placed. There would never have been. Governor Fubara does not have that kind of tendencies. So I would expect that Rivers people and observers will be able to say that this election will be well contested and won by those who truly made the mark.
So what assurances can you give, even though you're not the Rstv chairman, to the electorate and other political parties, that the election will be free, fair, and incident-free, of course, because the Rstv chairman was appointed by the former governor and now Minister of the FCT.
Yes.
And you know that the Minister of the FCT has a penchant of control loyalty and command followership. So what assurances can you give to the electorate?
If you know the pedigree of the chairman of Rstv, you know that he's not a man of perfidy. He's a man that has made his mark in the legal practice. So one would expect that he will act the talk, and I believe strongly that he will be, because as a judge, the first principle of a judge is that you minister in the temple of God. So I'm sure that will be what will be behind his mind, how not to ruin that name which he had earned until retirement. So I want to believe strongly that the distinguished justice, who is the chairman of Rstv, will be able to prove his mettle.
So do you see the police playing a neutral role in the coming elections?
You ask the CP. I don't have.
No, but we're asking you because
we have shared the best relationship. We have shared the best relationship with the Nigerian police. I'm not too sure there's any state that could afford 100 vehicles at a stretch, and many more equipment that will help, in the improvement of our security are also on the bonus. Last week, the governor had audience with the chief of defense staff, and he promised that he was going to give gunboats. So we're going to be sure that election will be peaceful and people can freely move around without fear of molestation.
So when you say I should ask the CP that question, I'm comfortable asking you so that I don't run into trouble with the CP again. Because it was trouble for me. When last I put him on the spot.
It was a good experience.
Interesting. All right. So what can you say about the continuous occupation of the council secretariats by this police force that the Rivers State government has supported so well and so much?
Well, if you know the story about the East and West Germany, they say people give what they have. The governor has shown that he's truly a man of peace. This morning I was coming to work, one of my aides pointed to the Farga gate, and it was the same vehicle that we gave.
And the station
they also use it in blocking the
governor give to them.
Yes, they use the block. So you can imagine the irony of life. But I want to believe strongly that when the elections are over and elected chairmen and councillors are put in place, those barricades will be removed.
All right, we'll be talking to Very Senator Joe Johnson, the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Communication here in Rivers State. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we're going to find out some of the projects that the governor has put on ground for the benefit of the ordinary Riversman. Stay with us.
Stewardship with SNB. It's probing.
You want to kill, you want to bury. What is it all about?
Beckoning on you occupying that public office to give account of your stewardship.
To be that quiet, he's the executive governor of this state and he's the leader and head of our party.
Politics on the menu.
I don't know what will happen. The governor leads, whatever directive he brings, I will follow.
What about the surprises?
Action that I've accepted to follow will be taken for my witness. I will surprise them.
Watch Stewardship at 12:30 p.m. on weekdays. Stewardship with SNB, a new trajectory to broadcast journalism. Join us.
Stewardship with SNB. Well, if you've just joined us, the program is Stewardship with SNB, live from the studios of Rstv in Port Harcourt. My guest hasn't changed. Joe Johnson is the Commissioner for Information and Communication. And on this segment, we'll take your calls because without you, we can't be here. And so you've been watching us, and of course, you have your perception about what we're talking about. And so the telephone line are already displayed on your TV set. Take advantage of them. Call us, but please turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can have a smooth conversation. So there'll be no holdback. Yeah, they're already there. Take advantage of it. Call us and have your say on this program as it has always been. Honorable Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
While some anti-Fubara people are saying that the governor is only dealing with low-hanging fruits, projects that can be described as low-hanging fruits, could you use this opportunity to tell us some of the projects the governor has done that we can point to say this is Governor Fubara's footprint? Do you have them?
Well, you see, if there's nothing your enemy can see that is good on your part because of the level of malice, but anybody who understands the dynamics of governance will agree that what we have done in the last 1 year, can give Rivers State out as one of the best states. We have done projects that are in billions. In fact, we have done projects, if I were to have quantified it, would have gone into trillions. We're doing 225 Trans-Calabari Road. We're not borrowing any money from anywhere. Well, that is coming from our IGR. We have even upped our IGR from 12 billion, which had always been the case. It was navigating between 10 and 12 billion. Today, we are between the 25 and 27 region, the 7 billion region. So it tells you that this is government that is proactive. We have put 4 billion in the hands of those who are doing small, medium enterprises business. We have done all that. We're doing a 20,000 housing project on Alu. It's a tough project. It's a PPP project that is handled by a foreign firm.
As not one that is not habitable.
He may not see it. Mr. Okocha is not seeing the way I'm seeing. I wish he could wear my own type of reading glasses. He wears dark shade, so really? If he removes it, he will be able to see. I'm wearing a plain glass, so I'll be able to see beyond what he's seeing. So that's not even there. Before the government of Sinala came on board, all the zonal hospitals were dead. Call it Ahoda, Bori, Degema, Omoku, Boni. We're putting 26 billion. And those projects will all be commissioned latest first quarter in 2025. The essence of putting the general hospitals is to reduce the pressure on the tertiary. So when you have the intermediary that should be able to take pressure from the primary healthcare centers, then you are given the proper balance. We're also recruiting medical doctors and clinicians. We're recruiting teachers. Aside from the conventional teachers you have, we're putting in lab technologists, all the things that you require in the medical sector to be able to make it work. We have put a board that is handling the recruitment in RSUTH. We have put boards in primary healthcare centers. They never had before, so the activities were limited. What we probably saw in the last regime would be just the flyovers. Yes, that's road infrastructure, but also doing human infrastructure. Aside from the road I've mentioned, we're touching most all the sectors, all the senatorial zones. We're tying in projects from road project from Elele to Omoko and Umudioga.
Sorry to
these are yes, yes.
You'll continue with that thought. But has the last been heard about the 10,000 workers the government promises to recruit? That exercise was almost completed. But when the governor said he discovered that some of the people who are lined up for recruitment, some were already 52 years. To get into public service, you should go in between the region, the range of 25, at most 30, because you're going to do a pensionable job and you'll be knocking off at 60. If you employ somebody at 52, he has 8 years to do. He wouldn't be able to be pensionable, and that is it. So there is a consultant that is trying to sieve, to sieve the good from whatever it is, and then whatever is the outcome, there will be an action taken to bring in. How long will that take around?
We're combining 2 or 3 recruitments almost at the same time. There are those who are in service. who are civil servants already, who are also going to exit to the Ignatius Ajuru University. Until you have that batch off, you wouldn't be able to say this is what is left. So that exercise, they are all running simultaneously, including Captain Elisha Amadi Polytechnic.
17.63 billion naira was released by Governor Oti of Abia State to take care of workers' salary arrears.
No, that is a misconception. No, what happened in Abia Polytechnic was that the lecturers and non-academic staff of that polytechnic were owed an arrears which Oti came to clear. It's nothing to do with the minimum wage. I saw a number of persons saying, oh, Abia had implemented. No. What Abia merely did was release an arrears of what was owed lecturers and non-academic staff. So that's what really happened there. I doubt if there is any, what is holding the, what do you call it, the minimum wage implementation is from the Wage Commission. The Wage Commission ought to give a template that will give you an idea of what percentage goes to what level, because it's not entirely 100 and something percent that happened in the first instance where you move from 30 to 70. That's like a 105% increase. That may not be the approach. The template will come from Wage Commission until that is done. The governor is on standby waiting, and I'm sure that is a man of his word. He's not somebody who can swallow, who can tell lies and say the things that will not be.
Any possibility of the real estate government paying arrears of the promotions that workers are not enjoying?
Let the template say. The Wage Commission will say. If they say pay arrears, they'll give you a date. The commencement of it, when it was signed into law, may not be the end to it. The Wage Commission may come with a policy that will address it. So whatever it is, let's keep our fingers crossed.
All right, we can see a caller on the line. Let's hear from this caller. Hello, good afternoon. Please turn down the volume of your TV set. Move away from your TV, please. Kindly move away from your TV. Thank you. Okay, you can say your name and where you're coming from, please. All right. It's still noisy. Is your phone on loudspeaker? Oh, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, we can't continue with you because the background is so noisy. You want to listen to yourself on TV. Could you move away from your TV set? I'm very far from the television. Is your phone on loudspeaker, please? Oh, I'm sorry, we can't take this. So noisy. You say you're calling from the commissioner's office. You're watching us from the commissioner's office. It's interesting to know that, but please turn down the volume of the TV set and do not put your phone on loudspeaker, because it will create this kind of atmosphere where the background will be so noisy and won't enjoy the conversation. As you're talking with us, others are also listening. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm calling from local government.
Talking to the phone, please. Talking to the phone. All right, from Bonnie local government. Your name?
I'm I've been following you, and the Honorable Commissioner was saying that everything the government has not run the good. Information we have not experienced any.
We are straining our ears to listen to you. If it's your network provider, please, you can call us back. You have very salient points to make, I can see, but it's not very clear to us, except that you will change your position where you are. Oh, sorry, we're afraid we can't continue with that telephone. Let me quickly advise again that for you to have a smooth conversation with us, do it to turn down the volume of your TV set or move away from it so that we can all enjoy the conversation. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our program.
I think I'm calling from HCA.
Your name? Your
My
name?
name is Kagalogo.
Kagalogo.
Yes, Kagalogo from Amaku.
Oh, all right. Welcome to
I I greet you, my honorable commissioner.
I salute you, my brother Gaga Logo.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Please, I want to use this opportunity to congratulate my excellency, sir, Sir our governor, and also you, sir, Commissioner of Information.
I salute you.
You people are doing well. So please, sir, we have this thing at home. Let me give an information. We have a general hospital construction since this making 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, 5 years, first tenure of former governor, approaching in one quarter of a key local government. That hospital, if you go there now, you will try for us, sir.
At he there?
At in one.
He won. All right.
At with local government.
It's been abandoned, you said?
We have, yes, complete. They have been abandoned.
Okay.
They have been abandoned.
All right.
So please, you people should help us.
Okay.
And also yesterday, they say we don't have a political father, we don't have a defense, all of us people that is following Yusuf Obara, we don't have a, say nobody here. So Victor, I was driving that in yesterday, said mother, it was Victor. They beat me. I don't know what to do.
Who beat you?
Yesterday. I'm giving it for, I come because of that. And it's sin. I will die with dying.
Kagalogo, hold on. Who beat you?
Yes, sir.
Who beat you? Because you're supporting Governor Fubra, you say you were beaten.
Yes, you said boss yesterday that I'm supporting sin. They were talking against sin. I said no, he's wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong for what you are saying. They are giving wrong information. That I heard somebody giving false information, giving wrong information.
Did you report the matter to the police? Kagalogo, did you report the matter to the police?
I didn't report anything because the police will support them also.
Oh, all right. The point is made.
I don't have anybody to go.
All right, Honorable Commissioner.
Yes.
He won. Abandoned hospital.
Yes, there's an ongoing work going in the Azona Hospital in Okay. It's ongoing. He's talking about one. There probably maybe two, but we are doing one now. We're also doing a project in construction of staff quarters, laundry and mortuary and zonal hospital in Okay. So all these ones are ongoing. We are doing 35.
That's one. That's 2.
2 years.
So the one is complete. That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are doing something on the other.
All right.
I'm sure that a little after now there will be attention on that side because you can't just shut down the entire facility.
Okay.
What may be on there may be skeletal.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from another caller here. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to our program. What's your name and where you're calling from, please? Yes? Go on. What do you have to tell us? Oh, some person just tried the line. They want to hear themselves on television. All right. I can see pictures on television there. This appears to be, I don't know, where is this? Okay, okay, that's Governor Fubara. Maybe on inspection tour to some projects under construction. We can see him and other Rivers people and of course contractors who are in his company.
That must be Board Internal Road.
Okay, Board Internal Road.
Yes.
Okay, so Honorable Commissioner, we're talking about some projects the governor has actually put on ground. He said to run into trillions or something, and they will all be ready for inauguration sometime next year.
Yes.
Could you tell us some of them?
Well, when I talk about projects, it will cut across all spheres.
Yes.
In Ahoda, we have awarded a 2 billion contract for the construction of a zonal hospital in Ahoda.
Okay.
We have awarded a 1.1 in Bori. We awarded another 1.something billion in Degema. We awarded another 2.1 billion in Omoko. We're building another one in Boni. And recall that we also, that's Opobo.
Okay.
We recall that we're also working on a new neuropsychiatric hospital by the psychiatric hospital that exists now. We're doing an expansion of that thing to have to take in more patients and then provide mortuaries, provide facilities, quarters, solarize them. This is ongoing in Rumibo, and that project is worth about 13 billion.
Oh, really? 13
billion is what is being put in Rumibo. So you can imagine the volume of what we're putting into health. Then in the areas,
they are not low-hanging fruits.
When they talk about low-hanging fruits, I laugh because you can never get the best from your enemy. That's the truth. But in any case, we have completed a number of road projects that we took over from. Some were at 0% at takeover. Some were even awarded 1 week to the exit of the last regime. But you can imagine that we've been able to take from 0% to 100%. Some of them are in Rume Precom, scattered all over the state, in Omoku, in Obedemandoni, towards Ebema itself. We have accomplished the ones in Omoku. We are working on quite a number within the Obiakpo axis, particularly the areas around the ring road. Because in trying to do the ring road, we discovered that traffic became hellish. So all these Okania, Ubogoro Road, these are all the major projects that we're doing. For schools, we have maintained the old tradition of paying school fees, exam fees, WAEC and NECO fees for senior and junior. That's one aspect of it. And quite a number of schools have been remodeled, some renovated. We didn't even go into the form of trying to commission them because we consider that people will be able to see what is being done, at least as it affects your community. So we have done quite a lot in the area of education. The governor's interest now is on 3 cardinal points: education, health, and agri. Where we are trying to pin our efforts on more is in the area of agri. That's where we're reaching out to.
What about the Songhai farm?
The Songhai farm has been cleared. Quite a number of foreigners are there trying to map out the areas of interest. There are hospitality industries that are even situated in that farm. There are those who want to come and do hospitality business. There are those who want to come and take a particular cash crop. Some want to do livestock. Some will do animal husbandry. So these are all that we're trying to piece together. And quite a number of foreigners are coming. Last week, or a fortnight ago, we hosted the Canadian High Commissioner. He was here. And then we have Austrians who have also come. Some have come from South Africa. Agri-business may not just be as easy as doing a GMO. There are crops you need to plant and then allow a curing period for these crops to grow to maturity for you to harvest. We're also interested in blue economy. And don't forget that we're endowed. The whole of the Obebema axis is filled with gas. But if you go to the water areas where we all come from, the Calabari areas up to Bonny, blue economy will thrive very much in those areas. And we're trying to put structures that we're able to bring them. That's particularly why the governor had inaugurated the River State Investment Promotion Agency. That agency is to go and advertise the potentials of River State, bring in investors, and then create ease of doing business. These are measures that government has put in place to be able to reach out to those who are unemployed. The entire Transamadi have a lot that we can harvest from. You recall that before now we used to have Michelin, West African glass industry, oil field services, and all the Nigerian engineering works. Investors are coming. They have been visiting those areas, trying to spot what they can do. And when we do that, we will create jobs for our teeming youth. So government is not just sleeping. Government is doing everything in spite of the distractions.
Yeah, okay. So we'll take some more calls and then, okay, we have one here. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Welcome to our program. But you're faint. Please talk into the phone so that we can hear you louder.
Okay, I'm calling from Bonny. My name is Abarati.
Okay. Welcome to the program.
The Honorable Commissioner had mentioned the project and he was giving the value of the project. What is the value of the project taking place?
So what's the value of the project taking place in Bonny? But you are very faint. You are very faint. That's our problem here. I don't know what means you are reaching us. Okay. Bonny, any project?
258 million hospital is ongoing.
Okay, did you hear that?
The government is also going to provide gunboats. The reason being that our brothers who commute through the sea, the pirates are disturbing so much. I've imagined how Bonny people go home. It's not longer when you can just get up, jump into a boat and go to Bonny. Now you need to be escorted, because what the pirates were doing before was catch their prey, seize their engine, but now they take the engine, they take the passengers, they take them into the bush, they rape them. That is the reason why we're bringing the gunboats. And you know the cost of one gunboat, particularly are going to bring 6. The harassment on the sea is more in Bonny, and because of the investment, quite a lot of things that go on in the LNG. Government is interested in Bonny.
Okay, I'm sure this syncs with the caller who want to know how much government is putting in Bonny. Okay, so another caller here. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. My name is Destiny.
All right.
I'm calling from Rstv.
Destiny, welcome to our program. But your volume is high. Could you turn down the volume, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Destiny. Go on.
Okay. Since the governor's 3 cardinal agenda is health, education, and agriculture.
Very correct.
We have seen over time that the governor is actually developing the state in these aspects, like the resuscitation of the fungi farm, the recruitment of the health personnel in the primary health center.
Yes.
But in terms of education, especially at the crowd, which is we are aware that the former board chairman of the Universal Basic Education Board, the River State government actually recruited a school, and they've been appointed
Oh, your line is. Oh. Oh dear. Your line is distorted. Could you take that again? Hello. Could you take that again?
I got him friendly.
Okay.
We have 1,000 recruitment, 1,000 recruitment of teachers. What stalled it, or what has slowed it down, was that they were not evenly distributed. The schools in the rural areas are not getting something that you can call a reasonable number. The situation where you have one headmaster, then 2 teachers to take care of primary school tells you that it's far from it. Whereas the schools in the urban areas are getting as much as 100 out of 1,000, and the schools in the rural areas that should really enjoy, the presence of teachers, are here that there are individuals who, on their own volition, were either going to teach just to help the school or recruit people on an ad hoc basis. The governor frowned at it and directed that 1,000 teachers be. What has slowed it is the distribution. I'm sure as soon as they are properly distributed, the letters of engagement and work will start, and that wouldn't take so long a time, because before Venerable Aka left, which was what he was talking about, he had already put a reasonable number of structures to be able to address the imbalances.
All right, I think this would have sunk with that caller who wanted to know what's going on in that sector. All right, Honorable Commissioner, take your mind back to Saturday in Port Harcourt, precisely at Abuloma area, where the IYC election turned violent and bloody, in a state that is said to be very peaceful. Is it true that a faction loyal to Governor Fubra and that of a faction loyal to the FCT minister clashed? That's why there was violence. Is that correct?
I'm not seized of the real information as to what happened, but usually electioneering is a contest. It's a game of interest. So if it's not favoring one party, there's likelihood that you see the kind of thing that happened on Saturday. But that's not the spirit that is behind INC or RIC.
Honorable Commissioner, what I'm asking is that was any of the factions linked to either Governor Fubara or the FCD minister?
I wouldn't know.
You're
the one talking about faction.
No,
I know that members of IYC went to an election and then trouble broke out. One would expect that we should do a proper investigation as to what has happened. I don't want us to associate either of them, Governor Fubara or the former governor, to any faction, because I don't know of any faction.
So any official statement from the River State government concerning that incident?
IYC is an independent organ.
But it happened in River State.
Good, but it has happened. So government on its own part will also try to unravel the mystery behind it.
The government has not made any statement.
It also happened 2 days ago now.
It's okay. Interesting. All right, I can see telephone lines to buzz in. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to our program. You're there.
Thank you.
All right, sir. I have 2 complaints to make. Number 1, why is the governor saying he not bringing employment to the state? Number 1, what is really the 10,000 recruitment that he promised?
So that's what I've been addressed already.
My land market is still closed down. Till now, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
The modern child hospital that was built is still closed down. The Kelly Harrison hospital is still closed down. All these things to create jobs in the state. Instead of empowering boys to do some campaign or whatever the movement, why not shift that money?
So what is wrong? What is wrong getting involved in civil rights?
Industries that will employ the youth, so that there will be jobs. He will get the support that he deserves 100% if he gives the youth jobs. If he creates job employment here and there in the state. Please, Honorable, help us to flash this issue. When the youth are employed, they are engaged, the state will be peaceful. Nobody will have time to be looking for faction and no faction, supporting wiki and no wiki. Until now, we not even see the difference between wiki and things. Because wiki is not a small.
All right, you have made your point. Just stay back, listen to Honorable Commissioner address them. Thank you. Honorable Commissioner, he has raised issues.
It's not true that Kesley Harrison Hospital is not in use. We opened it for use. Kesley Harrison is the one that is on MNK.
Yes.
It's in use. So how can anybody say?
He doesn't know.
He probably may not know, but he should visit the hospital on MNK by, I think it's Abakaleke. In Dubu area is functioning. And I had said before that the governor intends to re-industrialize Transamadi. We know how Transamadi was. We know what it is now. And the governor is bringing in investors to ensure that those facilities are put to use. Some of the warehouses that are there had big factories. And if those factories are working, employment will be begging for people to come and take up. So I would expect that if he truly has been following what's been going on, you see the difference between the former regime and this present regime. The hospital that you talked about, I've already mentioned,
the Mother and Child
that the Mother and Child has a pendency. The My One Market you talked about has a legal pendency too. And once there's an entanglement, particularly legal aspect of it, a matter that goes to court.
But there was a recent
governor wanted and set up a committee, but the feuding parties went to court. And when that happens, you need to tarry a little so that you don't run contrary to or run foul of the law.
Okay, I think this is clear to our viewer who are raising these issues. Let's have another caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. My Honorable Commissioner, God bless you.
I salute you.
And I want to thank guys. I want to comment.
You didn't tell us your name. You didn't tell us your name. You did not tell us your name.
So my name is Basi.
Basi, all right.
Yes, sir. I am happy for Governor Fubara trying to fix the problem that he don't care. Even the way I'm hearing now, you know, the past government was not bad for me. They tried their best. Even in the time of Mechi, I enjoyed because they tried to fix the school well. But my prayer is this morning or this afternoon. So let us be peaceful. Let us forget about fraction and all this and all that. You will not help with that. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much for your thoughts with us. All right, I can see more calls coming in. We'll just take calls and then wrap up today's edition of the program. We're still on with the program Stewardship with SNB, and Vice Admiral Joe Johnson, Commissioner for Information and Communication, is live here in the studio. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Mr. Solomon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, your name?
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Please, I just thank God I got you at the end of the program because I know very soon you will wrap up.
What's your name?
I believe I'm the last speaker.
What's your name?
Please, before I say what I want to say, just 20 seconds. Can you create a platform on this program? I want to see the governor.
You want to do what?
Let me see Governor Kubara on this program.
You want to see on this program?
If I can have the privilege to talk to him.
On what? On what?
I want to recommend him for all the jobs he has been. There is nobody that is a blind man.
Okay.
And in today's world, nobody fools anybody any longer. If people fall for you, they just want to fall for you. So we are seeing the good work he's doing in River State. And nobody can deceive us at this time that he's not working. He is working for River State. I am from Akwa State. My name is Tommy.
Okay.
Calling from Oyibo. So I want to see the privilege where he will come to the studio. And if network or other callers will allow me, let me be able to talk to him and let him understand the sign of the people with regard to his government.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you so much. That will be made possible by our boss here, the Honorable Commissioner for Information, who will just whisper to the governor that please talk to Rivers people on this platform. Honorable Commissioner, is that possible?
Why not? This is his constituency. This project, this facility belongs to River State government, and I don't see any reason why the government will not be.
So
but recall,
how soon will that be?
You know that he's such a busy person,
Yeah.
and that's why once in a while I come to tell Rivers people what's going on in the state. So if you're talking to me, take it that you're talking straight to the governor.
Yes.
But I will pass the message on to him to say that Rivers people are craving that you appear on a live show.
Yeah.
It's a choice to make as to when that will be possible.
Okay.
But I want to believe strongly that we are disseminating our media space. It's very busy. Rstv is doing their own. Radio Rivers is doing quite a number of the agencies under the ministry are doing well. So I think that seeing me alone will encourage me to also mention to him to try and show appearance. Once at least I switch our team supporters.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner, what will be your message to the people of River State at a time like this?
There's message of hope. River State is on the right trajectory. Some call the governor Moses. Some says he's a Ebenezer of our own time. I want to believe strongly that you continue to uphold him in prayers, because we have no army of our own. We do not also have police. All we have is the Almighty God. And I want to believe strongly that Rivers people are the physical God we're seeing because of the organic love they have expressed. I want to assure them that every Rivers man or woman or resident of this state will not regret being part of this success story. We will do better. We're doing better. We're moving on slow and steady. They say win the race.
Rivers people are the God we're seeing, even though there is God in heavens.
Yes.
Because of the organic support the governor has enjoyed from Rivers people. These are some of the words we can take home with from the commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Information and Communications, Vice Admiral Joe Johnson. Honorable Commissioner, thank you so much for your time.
God bless you.
And that's it on our program. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We'll join you again on Thursday when this program will come to your living rooms. My name is Solomon Nelson Brain. I'll see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Stewardship with SNB. It's probing.
You want to kill, you want to bury. What is it all about?
Beckoning on you occupying that public office to give account of your stewardship.
To be that quiet, he's the executive governor of this state and he's the